Okay, so Nellie also asks, what advice or tips would you give the general public to aid or improve their overall health? For example, any specific form of exercise? Well, other than the general, and people should know this by now, just the general advice to eat well, to eat fresh food, lots of fruits and vegetables and foods that are in season mostly. Also to exercise on a regular basis. As far as specific exercises, I have a program that I do in my office, or I have people do. You can get it online. I have a special portal for my patients to go to this website and get this exercise program. It's a 7-week program, and it involves getting better posture, better motion, and better balance, because those are the 3 things that people tend to lose as they get older. So it's a good daily exercise program, 10-15 minutes. You can do that. I also have some videos that I have up on YouTube that show how to use exercise tubes. So they're called rubber cables, and there's a whole regimen that I do every day to stretch and strengthen my muscles and joints. And so as far as specific exercises, I always tell people, do what you love, because you're going to do it. Otherwise, if you do something because you think you should do it, if you think, well, I should lift weights, I should go to yoga class, you're not going to do it for very long. Most gyms make their money by people not showing up, because they can sell as many memberships as they want, basically, no matter how big their facility is, because they know people aren't going to show up. They sell a lot around New Year's, because people make their resolutions, and then by February the gym is half empty again. So you want to do something you love. If it's running, that's fine. I don't think it's particularly good on the joints, but there are people who love running. They've run for years. There's one person who, he's way off the bell curve. His name is Lou Hollander, and he's done 23, I believe. I don't know how many he's done by now. He's in his 80s, and he said once that 23, what I'm going to say is 23 Ironman competitions where he qualified as an Ironman. So that's 23 times he swam in ocean water for, I believe it's 2.5 miles, which can take, I didn't realize how long it takes. One of my patients does ocean swimming, and she said, that would take probably 3 hours or so. Imagine 3 hours of swimming in the ocean. I can't, but if you're a swimmer, I guess you can. Then get on a bicycle and go for 111 miles, and then run a full 26.2 mile marathon. So, then you qualify as an Ironman. You have to do it within a certain time frame to qualify. You can't, if you fall down, you can't let anybody touch you to help you up, because then you get disqualified. So he's done that 23 times. He's in his 80s. He said, if I knew I was going to feel this good in my 80s, I would have skipped ahead from my 20s. So, now he's a far out example, of course. But just, he loves doing it. What I recommend to people, that they put their bodies through that on the daily basis, the training he had to do to get to that point. But that's what he did, and he's in great shape. So I would say, if it's baseball, whatever it is, whatever you like to do, then do that. Get that exercise. Get it in every day, even if it's just a walk around the block or whatever it is that you like to do. So you have to exercise. You have to eat well. Drink pure water. A lot of people, they drink soda, which is not really good for you. Maybe a cup of coffee every now and then is okay. It's fine. Some tea. But, plain water is a good thing, but you have to drink good water. And the water we have in Philadelphia has been highly treated. And once I had a patient of mine, he worked for the water department. He was an engineer. And he brought me this stack of papers. It was the report, I think it's a monthly report they do on the pollutants that are in the water that we drink. It was scary. But a good carbon filter will take the chlorine out. It'll take most of those bad chemicals out if you get a decent one. And and it's not expensive, and you drink good, clean water. You cook with good, clean water. So good water, good food, proper exercise, cutting down on your stress, relaxation exercises, whatever. If you can't cut down on your stress, try to cut some things out that are stressful to you if you can, but a lot of times you can't, like school or work and being stuck in traffic. And you have to, someone said that it's not what happens to you, it's how you react to what happens to you in life. That's important. So all those things I think are very important to keep a healthy lifestyle. And of course, as a chiropractor, I understand the importance of keeping a fully functioning, healthy spine, because your central nervous system goes right down the center of your spine and goes out to all parts of your body, controlling all parts of your body. So there are subtle things that can happen from areas in the spine that are not functioning properly that will give you health that isn't quite as good as you could have by keeping your spine fully functional, healthy, and mobile.